Hey guys, I'm super excited to share my 2022 business planner with you. This was designed with Scentsy Consultants in mind, so it has a ton of business building activities included, as well as some customizable forms that you are going to be able to adapt and make your own. I am going to share all of the things with you today, including a walkthrough and explanation of how to set this planner up. But first, I want to share some things that I purchased for this planner that is going to help you put it together successfully. So this is a disc bound binder. That means that I used the 11 discs to create the binding of this planner. In order to do that, I purchased the ARC hole puncher, and there are several different kinds that you can purchase as long as it has the 11 hole punches, so that is the bigger planner. I also purchased some thicker lamination sheets for the front and back covers of the planner to make it more durable as well. Now, something to help organize the different sheets inside this binder, I also purchased some tabs off of Amazon, and there is a way for you to make these customizable as well. So I purchased the Sharpie paint pen, and I was able to write on a few of the tabs and include them in the planner, and I'll show you all of those that I used to organize this planner as well. All right, are you ready to dive in and do a walkthrough? I'm going to share all of the different things with you. I'm going to explain how to print this planner and how to access all of the files. Make sure that you watch the video because it's going to really explain how you can successfully print this planner out. And then go ahead and access the details section of this film, and you will be able to access all of the files. All right, let's do a walkthrough of our 2022 business planner. If you access the file that is titled 2022 Business Planner and print all 184 pages front to back, you will be able to do this successfully. So I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of the different sections for you. So I have a purchase list. This is going to allow me to keep track of all of the things that I need to purchase on next month's supply order. And then I can use an expo marker on here and just check it off and erase it each month. So I do have that on the laminated cover. All right, I have a 2022 Goals and Aspirations. I am going to keep track of all the goals that I would like to achieve in the year 2022, write my word of the year down, and celebrate all of those achievements throughout the year. All right, I have a yearly planner and a Scent Crate Themes yearly planner. So I'm going to be able to keep track of different personal specials that I offer, any notes, things that release within Scentsy, I'll be able to keep track on here. I also have my Scent Crate Themes tracker so that I can plan and kind of have some ideas throughout the entire year of what I would like to do for my customer Scent Crate Themes. All right, we are entering each month's layout. So every single month that I have has the exact same layout. You're going to see the monthly planner with different leadership and all consultant task activities. And you are going to have a blank copy of that monthly planner form in the files as well. So it does look like this, that you can add in your consultant tasks and leader tasks for the month, if you would choose to not use the one that I have in the layout. All right, and then on each calendar page, I will have my monthly goals. So my PRV, GWV, active frontline, parties, and recruits are all listed down here for my monthly goal that I can keep track of what I achieve. All right, as I am going through each section, I do have a weekly planner and then my weekly hourly planner in here as well. This is also one that you can access that will be blank, so you can add in your all consultant tasks and leader tasks if you would not like to use the one that's in here. I do also have a different form that you can use for each day. It's just called the daily planner. You can access that in the planner insert form in the Google Drive. So you can replace some of these forms with your own if you would like. I do have a MacBook that allows me to insert and move some pages around on PDF files. Otherwise, you can totally just print this as is. And like I said, there are several pages in here per week, depending on the month. So there might be 4 layouts or 5 layouts for the week, depending on how many weeks there are that month. At the end of the month, I do have my daily numbers tracker, so I can go in here every day and keep track of my numbers and record all of that information. Then I have my monthly recognition form, so I can keep track of all of the top 10 team, top 10 group information, frontline promotions, top sponsors on my team, any bonus bags that I'm going to send out, and my active frontline. Then I have my business expenses so that I can keep track and up to date on my tax information. So my expense items, mileages, anything that I would like to put into my tax forms each month, that will all be in here. Then I have a brain dump form, and we go into our next month's spread. So like I said, every single month looks exactly the same. So let's get to the end of the year, and I'm going to share with you what it looks like for some of the other forms that I have. At the end of the year, I do have a book list. You're going to see this in my miscellaneous tab as well in just a couple minutes. But I have these forms I put in for the tab cover pages. You can print these as well and then put them in whatever order you would like. And then these are the tabs that I have customized, and I used that pen that I could label however I wanted this to be. So in my customers section, I have my monthly samples so that I can keep track of what samples I sent out each month, and then I can use that for follow-up purposes. Then I have my customer connections form, so I know the date they ordered, the customer's name, the order type. So was that a bulk order that I put in? Was that a PWS order? Was it a party order? Was it a club order? All of that information can be put on this form. And then I can list a few of the products that they purchased. And then here is my follow-up system. So a thank you message was sent, my appreciation parcel sent, any shipping information or notification, and then 2 days, 2 weeks, invited to my VIP group, and then any monthly, 1 to 2 months after that. All right. The parties section has my host tracker in it. So when I am having conversations with people about hosting and they want to do a party at a later date, or even if it's going to be that upcoming month, I can put their host name down, the anticipated party month, the actual party month, and then the host base when we did close their party out. Next, I have my party planner. So this has all of the information that I am going to be posting and sharing within my party. So I run my parties from Sunday to Saturday, so it's a 7-day party, and each day I share something different within my Party Central group. And then I have a bunch of products in the album section as well, but this is the general idea for my party planning. My second party planner is host specific. So I fill this in with host information. I make sure that I check everything off for my host and all of the things I need to do for that party. Anybody that is participating or purchasing within the party, I do keep track of all of those things as well. All right, the next section is my frontline focus section. And I put my sponsoring conversations in this section because these are people that I want to be my frontline. So I do keep track of the potential recruit, what their response was when we had the conversation, and any extra notes that I want to make sure that I put on here as well. I can keep track on this form. I have my Frontline Connections form where I can put my frontline's name right here. And then as I have conversations and build relationships with them throughout the month, I can come back in here and I can shade the day that I spoke with them and make sure that I connect with every single one of my frontline. I do notice that some conversations happen more frequently with some frontline. And so this is kind of my goal this year, to make sure that I am reaching out to everybody. I have a brain dump form in here, just in case there's any notes that I would like to take about frontline. And then this is my frontline focus form. So I have some general information up here about each one of my frontline. And then I have some business information at the bottom. So I'm going to have the date that they promoted to these different titles. And then I have information throughout the month that I can keep track of different goals that they have reached and look for some similarities. And I have several frontline focus forms. Okay, there's a tracker section. This is where I'm going to keep track of my annual mentor award and my annual sales award. All right, miscellaneous section has a few different forms that you're going to find in that Google Drive as well. There's another book list form. There is a habit tracker of some things that maybe you want to make sure that you are implementing on a regular basis. My assistant duties form is the last one that you're going to see in here. I do have 2 teenage kids that do help me with my business, so I have information in here for the task that they finished and how long it took them before I pay them the next month. And the last thing that I have is my self-care bingo, because it is a goal in 2022 to make sure that I am providing myself with some self-care. And so these are some different ideas that I can cross off each month using an expo marker, wipe it clean, and start fresh the next day. All right, guys, that is it. That is our 2022 business planner.